Yeah, so a lot of people don't know this, but you can actually tune an old harmonica and with a nail file. What you want to do is if you take some metal off of it, it raises the pitch, and that will raise the tune up. So when I find these old harmonicas, the first thing I do is I take them apart and I see where they're at with the tuning, and I simply get them up to tune. Now, this harmonica used in the most recent video is this one right here, which is well over 100 years old, and it's unique in the sense that it is out of tune. I've not messed with the tuning at all, but the tuning itself already seems to have this very train sounding tune to it. So much so that I do not even want to mess with it. I just think it sounds like a train. Like it's out of tune in the most perfect ways for replicating that train sound. So what I have here, what I've acquired, is a 100-year-old harmonica that I consider my train harmonica. That's what that is. So these are all old pre-World War II Marine Band harmonicas I've accumulated over the years. Each one I have tuned, each one I have fixed up in playable condition. Many of them play like they just came out of the box yesterday. Over here I have some even more rare ones. These ones have always been the most intriguing to me because I actually don't know a whole lot about them. The covers were casted differently. I believe that they're older. Not super sure about that. And then these are the most rare. These are the mouse ear Hohner Marine Bands. So these things, I've spent hours and hours and hours getting these things tuned up to pristine condition. A lot of these I've resorted to using simply just for vocals and harmonica. I don't even use these with guitar or anything. These are front porch only harmonicas. So if I ever am in the mood for just grabbing a harmonica and just singing, a lot of these pre-World War II harmonicas are the ones that I grab for. So I love restoring them. A new hobby of mine. Probably have enough hobbies, but oh gosh, I love it. There's nothing like it. The way the the wood ages, the reeds seem to have this magical thing where they continue to sound better as age goes on. These are somewhat controversial, but these were made in Germany here. So these are all pre-World War II German-made harmonicas. So what you're looking at here is, I mean, a lot of these were made by the Nazis, by the Nazi regime, and the reeds that were used in these harmonicas were Nazi reeds. And when the war began, all of the quality materials naturally went to the war effort. So these pre-World War II harmonicas, the reeds that are used inside of these things are arguably superior to any other reeds that have used and have been used since then. So I love them. Once you try one, once you pick one up, once you try them, something happens. You fall in love with them. You can't stop using them. That's kind of where I'm at. So just wanted to share. I almost forgot this right here. What you're looking at is the most immaculate set that I have in my possession. So these are a lot of these harmonicas you're looking at here. I mean, these things came out of the box. Some of them completely unplayed. A lot of these I've only had to spend 5-10 minutes to get them into pristine condition. So this is a complete set of Hohner Marine Band 1896, pre-World War II. That you can tell, in case you're ever wondering, by the star that is on the back of the harmonica. Now, obviously, these are made in Germany. Goebbels and Hitler approached Hohner at one point and forced him to remove that star off the back of the harmonica. So that's how we know that these are pre-World War II. You know, there are you will encounter some with the star that were made after World War II. It's hard to determine a date. There wasn't a specific date. They just stopped using it. But that is how you determine if it is a pre-World War II harmonica or not. I'm not an expert on the Hohner family name. I don't know if Hohner were Jewish and this was the Star of David. I seem to doubt it, as I would imagine they would have not survived the Holocaust had that been the case. But when you see that star, you know that these were made during or pre-World War II. So, and this is the most pristine condition I have. I've added screws to each one of them. I've labeled each one of them. Screws in the back. These things play like they are brand new. They're tuned to 7-tone intonation. If you don't know what that is, you're probably not in the minority. Really what that means is that it's tuned with a more emphasis on a chord as opposed to a single note. And I really think that's what makes these so special for just vocals and harmonica. You know, you can just the chords and the vocals. That's where these things really shine. And I don't know why Hohner has not decided to make these again. You know, to reissue them, if you will. If they were to do that, I would definitely purchase them. But I have a number of collection. I think I have three. I have two full sets, and I'm working on a third full set. I do not have a set of the mouse ears. I'm a ways off from that. But it's all about the hunt, to me. It's not always about finding somebody where I can purchase them all. I like hunting for them. So this is the most pristine set that I have.